Hello, everyone, and welcome to English 211 Writing in Communities. Before you watch the longer introductory video, I wanted to give you a very brief introductory video, warming you up to the course in kind of a fun way, rather than the nuts and bolts from the following videos. But also, I want to give you this video to give you just a few updates on changes in homework, specifically where you're going to find your readings compared to the second video, the longer introductory video that you'll watch in a moment. This is a syllabus, and we'll talk about that soon enough in the following video. For the moment, let's just peruse what a discourse community is. This class is called Writing in Communities. You can see there's no better way to do this than to go to the internet and see what the internet is talking about, right? And you can see that as we scroll through here, this thing known as a discourse community, which is a community that writes and tries to shape the world and has members with shared values, and they may come into contact and cooperate or even compete with other groups. And you can see that this is a pretty hot topic. We could go on for days and days looking at this. If you even look down here, I find it really interesting. We see some of our keywords from the course rhetoric. This is a course on rhetoric, persuasion, argument, writing, those types of things. But you can see it takes place in the business world. There's food discourse communities. So all these different people that have values and different types of people interested in food that we could separate as different groups competing with other groups interested in food, or different styles of doing business, or whatever it might be. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they compete, as I said. But you can see this is kind of a hot topic out there and takes us into all areas of life, even if we just do a quick Google search. A secondary course concept that'll be very important, as well as the public sphere. And we'll talk about all this in the future. But I like this because this one's got pictures. And it shows us different people at different times in history debating amongst themselves, trying to figure out how they're similar, how they're different. What are the important social issues of the day? What do they agree on? What do they disagree on? How can they shape the world if we see them as a group of people unified rather than a collection of individuals, right? And so these are the type of issues that our course is going to deal with. We're going to be talking about not writing as academic, even though you'll be doing some academic writing and much of that will apply, but rather what happens when people out there are trying to go public and compete with other groups, debate with other groups to try to shape the world in their favor. That is the essence of this course that you are about to take. I'd now like to update you on the homework as I promised a moment ago. Nearly everything in the longer introductory video that you'll watch after this is the same, except for where you're going to find your course readings. Past courses, I've always put the readings on our homepage, which looks like this, the very first thing you likely see as a student. However, this time, to make our life easier and to move away from daily homework and rather homework that you can do at your own pace, I've put all of our readings here under materials and content. And when it opens, you're going to see your reading modules. We have basically two huge units. Each of them ends with a paper. Module 1, and eventually halfway through the course, we'll get to Module 2. And you can see inside of each module what we have are themes or submodules. I might refer to them as sometimes. But each one is a little area of homework that you have to complete. Some readings, and some videos, and then some writing on D2L discussion, which has not changed from the introductory video, the longer one that you'll watch. So when it's time to do homework, you're going to want to start with your readings, and you'll come to here, and you can even see, we'll look at Module 1.1. This is going to be the first thing that you have to complete at your own pace, but you will notice that I do have a due date about halfway through our first module, where some of these are due. Modules 1 through 3 all have to be completed by this date, at least in this incarnation of the course in 2019. If you're taking this course at a later date, it might be a different date, but you can see that they are split in two. And then eventually you'll write your first paper, and I've got the deadlines here too. So that is Module 1. But big picture, when it's time to find your readings and your videos, some of which are by me, some are videos that you'll watch for content, you can find everything here. Okay? So we can scroll through. So this is all a unit, so to speak. You'll read through these, as you'll get more info on in the following video, which has not changed. After you do your reading, you go to communication and discussion, and you will have then Module 1, Theme 1, and here's all of your questions that I want you to think about while you're reading, and that you will answer as well as part of your D2L post. Okay, and there you go. And to answer these, you simply click on this and a window opens where you can start to type in your answers. Now, there's a lot more information on all of this in the following longer video. Okay, and this has not changed. Writing has always been done on D2L discussion. All right, the only thing that has changed, and it is in the past, you went to our homepage to find readings, as this next video will talk about. But for your course that you are taking, remember readings will be under content, materials content, and when that opens up, you can see all of the different content waiting for you. Here's 1, 2, which you'll be doing soon enough. And I've provided the PDF readings. There are no other readings for this course. You don't have to buy any books. And you can see that you've got readings and lecture videos by me oftentimes so that you know what you're supposed to be learning from all of this. All right. So that is it. The only other thing I'll add to all of this is sometimes people like to know who is this person teaching the course. This is me, if you are curious. I'm a professor in the English department, of course, at Winona State. I've been there for a while, we'll say, and this is me in my work clothes. Neither you or I are probably wearing our work clothes for the summer. So I hope you enjoy the course. Please now follow up with the introductory video, which is a lot more detailed on the ins and outs, the nuts and bolts of this course. But just remember that your reading will always come from materials content. You will then want to write under communication discussion. And your introductory course videos, a lot of the stuff you will find here on our homepage. All right, thank you very much.